Hello, welcome to another week at the bungalow. Kicking straight off with oil tank removal. So down the side of the bungalow, this is the plastic tank that held all the oil for the central heating system. Still got a bit of oil left in it, so at the moment we're training that out with the old fuel pump there. Give her a kick over to start with, make sure she runs, because I had to start her up on the top of the tank for the old pull hose. Claire's round the front with IBC tank on the trailer that it's pumping into. And then of course once it was all pumped out we had to try and remove it, and these railings have been put in since the tank was put in there, or the fence, either, so we have to remove the railings so we can get the tank out. The old pry bar does its work. There was no chance getting those screws out. Tried with the screwdriver, electric screwdriver. They weren't coming out. So pry bar them straight out the wall.
Pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy. Hold it on there. Slide it now towards you. So to the left hand side of the bungalow, as you look at it, this is the sort of a triangular piece of garden which had a greenhouse and which was totally overgrown, as you can see. No idea what was in that bottle. There was a load up to the top. So we stripped out all the glass so we could empty all the remains of plant pots and goodness knows what else out of it. And of course, the outside area around the house wasn't left alone by the collection of rats and stuff that we found. I think it was a skeleton of a rat and various chewed up remains of their bedding and homes. So once the old greenhouse was out of the way and gave us a bit of space to move around in, it was time for the other, doesn't even smell of oil, or earlier oil tank to get cut up. So this is about 2,500 litre steel oil tank that had rusted through at the bottom at some stage and discontinued use, which is obviously when we bought the plastic one. Weighs an absolute ton. And there was pretty much nothing else for it apart from chopping it into some bits so we could actually move it. So once we'd cut through as much as we could down the sides, of course it only left one thing, and that was to try and turn it over so that we cut through the bottom and the top, which was no mean feat in the space that we had. We were slightly concerned it was going to roll over and hit the house or something or other like that. Once we finished cutting through, we were left with 3 bits. It's slightly easier to handle. Nevertheless, absolutely deadly, because of course they were like 2mm steel, sharp as razor edges. So it did take a bit of shifting about to get into the trailer, and that went down to the scrapyard. Which thankfully, when we got to the scrapyard, they just picked off with the crane, and we didn't have to manhandle it back off the trailer. So then Claire started clearing all the saplings from around the bottom of the tree. Idea being we'll move the wooden shed from the other side of the garden underneath here out of the way, along with replacing the dilapidated fence with something slightly better. It's amazing how much space it creates just removing all the bits from the bottom there. You know, get a bit of light coming in, you can actually see some stuff. And of course, clearing up. And we spent the next couple of hours scrabbling around on our feet, scraping up leaves and litter and everything else, just to try and make it a bit more tidy. So from what was overgrown greenhouse, we've now got a bit of usable space. Thanks for watching. See you next week.